until they distance and die, until there's nothing but sky, and how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the dog or the light, how the kind of woman willing to wait is not the kind that you want to find waiting to return you to the night. Tis he from the height, coming from the height, studying the height, entering the world of the hat, reaching through the world of the hat like a window, back to this one from that, studying a face, stepping back to look at a face, leaves a little space in the way, like a window, but to see, it's the only way to see, and with the woman that...
Hi, I'm with Stephen. Stephen, it's a pleasure to do this interview. What are you going to be singing tonight at the show?
Tonight, the judges asked me to bring back the song Poisoning Pigeons in the Park by Tom Lehrer, and it's one of my favorites. And I'm pairing that with Finishing the Hat from Sunday in the Park.
Oh, did you sing that before?
Not during this competition, no.
Okay, well, it's a great song. It's
It is.
Have you ever thought of, is your dream to be on Broadway?
I've actually made that dream happen. I was
yes?
just on Broadway in Jeckyll and Hyde.
You were?
I was in the revival that just came in. I did the tour and was in the show. Unfortunately, we closed a little earlier than we wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry. What role were you?
I was actually the swing. So I did a variety of roles. I covered the entire ensemble and went on a good number of times while we were both on tour in New York.
Oh, wow, because I saw it, but I don't think I saw you in it.
Well, unless you...
That was at press night.
There were very specific nights that I was there. I only went on once during previews, and I had gone on as Lord Savage for that. But then twice after that, I went on as Stride, which is the guy who had the dreadlocks. Who was in the show. So I got to
Was he in the second half of the show?
Yeah, he had the dreadlocks all throughout.
Okay. I don't remember that part.
That's all right. It's okay. When I wore it, that's quite all right. When I wore it, I tended to look like John Travolta from the movie Battlefield Earth. It was a spitting image. It was very scary.
That's funny.
But it was good times.
That's funny. Did you like that show?
I did. I had a great time. It's actually one of the first musicals I saw on tour growing up was Jeckyll and Hyde, and I had grown up with that concept album like many people my age had. Worship in the Ground, Anthony Warlow walked on. So it was a nice, full circle to come around and have that to be my first show.
Oh, that's very cool. Well, if you could have a dream and your next dream, I guess you already fulfilled the main dream more than most of the people that
I would like to do an actual role instead of doing the swing.
Yeah, that's great.
I'd like to upgrade a little bit.
Is there like a role that you think that would be your dream role? Like if you could pick any role on Broadway, past or present, what would it be?
Oh, that's hard. I actually am very partial to the character of George in Sunday in the Park. So that would be one of them. And I guess for me also... Jean Valjean and Les Mis is kind of that white whale.
Right. Well, that's coming back in a few months again.
It is.
How many times has that show been brought back?
I think this will be its
third or fourth?
Third revival, I believe.
Yeah.
It was on the first time, and then they had the one revival, and then I think this is the second revival.
Right,
third time on Broadway.
Norman
but first
Lewis.
time back in the Imperial, where it all began.
Right. So that's one of your favorite shows?
It was, I grew up on the 80s fare of, Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, all the big stuff, which got me listening to musical theater just to begin with, and then I expanded my horizons in the world of Sondheim and all the great stuff in the 70s, like Sweeney Todd is probably one of my favorite, most complete shows. I'm a big Jason Robert Brown fan. I love Parade. It was one of my favorite theatrical experiences that I saw here in New York. Yeah.
That's great. Well, you have some good taste. I love Sondheim. I'm a huge fan, and
he's pretty great.
I think he's my favorite, and I absolutely love Wildhorn, but Jeckyll and Hyde is not my favorite of his shows.
Oh, which one's your favorite?
Actually, people are going to cringe when I say this, but I love Bonnie and Clyde.
That was a great one. That
I
was one
loved
that
it.
ended far too soon. I enjoyed that show.
I did too.
My other favorite of his, just because I did a tour of it, I did the Scarlet Pimpernel, and I think that's a lot of fun.
Yes.
I happen to love that one as well.
Yeah, well, Bonnie and Clyde just really got to me, and I just thought Laura and they just were terrific in the show, and I felt really bad. I think he has a lot of hard issues with some, major press, and I think that's really hurting him, unfortunately. But I think that show was really his best work, and I loved it. I went several times.
Well, he keeps writing, and he keeps putting them out there. And
he's a nice guy too.
He's a wonderful man. I enjoyed spending time with him on the tour and on Broadway.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you had such a short run.
Oh, hey, that's okay.
But at least you were on Broadway.
I made it there. That's one check off. Now the goal is to get back.
Yes. So people have to come and see you. Is there anything else that you're doing after this? I mean, you're in the top 5. It's exciting. And
it is very exciting that I'm in the top 5. We'll see how tonight goes. I may have to be putting together a show to do here if I win.
That'd be nice.
Beyond that, I'm just looking for the next project, the next thing to do. I think maybe regardless of whether how this turns out tonight, I might probably be working on my own show to put together in some cabaret type atmosphere.
Oh, that's great.
Keep posted for that.
Great. Yeah. Do you have a website?
I do. StephenMitchellBrown.com.
Okay, so everyone has to check that out, and hopefully
Stephen with a PH.
Stephen, like Schwartz.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Or Sondheim.
Sondheim, right? That's
Yes.
Fantastic. Two incredible legends, and hopefully you'll be in one of their shows again.
I hope so.
Well, or soon.
Yes.
Have you been in anything of Stephen Schwartz?
Not of Stephen Schwartz. I have done Into the Woods of Sondheim. It's my only Sondheim show. But
I love Into the Woods.
It was a great one. My wife and I actually were in that show together. She was Cinderella and I was Cinderella's
That's
prince.
so cute.
That was actually a nice thing for us.
You were the prince? That's
Yeah,
so
I
cute.
was Cinderella's prince and the wolf, and she was Cinderella.
And now do you have a family? Little wolves?
But we have 2 adorable dogs.
Cute.
2 little Cavalier King Charles, Ginger and Sadie.
Those are my favorite breed.
They're incredibly
What
sweet.
color?
They're just little bugs. We have a Blenheim and a Ruby.
Oh, that's great.
Those are what Blenheim is. Blenheim is the white and red mix.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
The white and
that's
red.
the Sex and the City dog.
Yeah,
Is
that's
the
it.
Blenheim one.
And David Fry, the owner, he owns one, Angel Fry, who I've taken numerous photos of, which is the same kind of dog.
Yeah,
Really.
they're incredibly sweet. So it's just us and the 2 dogs for now. And
Sounds like a good life.
it's a lot of fun.
Is she a performer too?
Yes, she is.
So, I mean, obviously she was in a show with you, but is she doing anything now?
She's actually doing La Cage aux Folles up at Theater by the Sea, but she managed, this is her dark day, so she came down for the finals.
That's so
she's actually
sweet.
here tonight. It's the first time she's been here since I started the trials of Metro Star back in mid-July. She's been gone since then. And so it's nice that she's able to hear to see the finals.
Absolutely. Well, it's a pleasure talking with you.
Nice talking
and
with you as well.
congratulations tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.